we were first told about it, I don't know, a week and a half ago, and we were told very specifically that the whistleblower did not want to get any of this information out. They didn't want it to leak out. So there were only a few potential groups of people that would have known about this complaint. You and your people within your office.
Yes, sir.
The people within the Inspector General's office, and the whistleblower and whoever that whistleblower gave this information to. So what I'm trying to ascertain is, how would it run in all the mainstream media outlets? How did they get, even though they got a lot of it wrong, but they had the basics of it, that it involved the President of the United States talking to a foreign leader. So did anybody, you or anybody in your office, leak this to the Washington Post or NBC News?
Ranking member, I lead the intelligence community. We know how to keep a secret. As far as how that got into the press, I really do not know, sir. I just know that it's all over the place, and as you said, it's been reported by different media for the past several weeks. Where they get their information from, I don't know.
So that,
but it was not from the intelligence community, from me, or from my office.
Thank you, Director. So this is not the first time this has happened to this president. That happened with a call between the Mexican president, the Australian prime minister. So it's happened twice before that pieces of transcripts leaked out. And of course, this time it was leaked out again, and the president, thankfully, he was able to put this out because of the actions of the situation, as you said, that's unprecedented. Is it normal for the President of the United States to have their conversations leak out? This is the third time.
I would have to leave that to the White House to respond to that, their ranking member. But to me, the President of the United States conversation with any other head of state, I would consider a privileged conversation.
But clearly, I mean, those conversations are being captured by the intelligence agencies. So,
not necessarily, sir. I mean, if the President of the...
Well, I should say this, they're captured and then disseminated. They're captured and disseminated to the intelligence agencies.
I have to be careful in this open hearing about, how I respond to that. The intelligence community and the National Security Agency, obviously, they collect things that are to protect.
I just want to make sure, because are we just going to, foreign leaders, we might just have either the President of the United States not talk to foreign leaders, or we should just publish all the transcripts, because that's what's happening here.
Ranking member.
And somebody's leaking this, and it's likely coming from the agencies that you oversee.
Ranking member, no, that's, sir.
I mean, I'm not saying that you don't know, but we had the transcript with the Mexican president, the Australian prime minister, and now contents of a call with the Ukrainian president leak out.
Ranking member, the allegation in the whistleblower complaint was that there were about 12 people who listened in on the conversation, members of the National Security Council and others. And then others were briefed from State Department as well, the transcripts, because if they have an area responsibility and a region responsibility, then they would be informed on the interaction. So there were a number of people that from the White House briefed on the call. This would not be something that...
Well, I'm quite sure of this.
Yes,
the
sir.
White House probably didn't leak this out.
I wouldn't say the White House, but there are individuals within the White House that may or may not. I don't know. But it would not be from an intelligence intercept, I will say that.
Right. I'm just saying the dissemination of these calls is supposed to be sacred, right? I mean, it is important for the State Department and the appropriate agencies to get. I'm not saying it's all in the intelligence agency, but when a president talks to a foreign leader, it's confidential. Those contents are confidential. There could be some facts of that conversation that you do want to get to the appropriate agency, not just the IC. I want to be clear about that. But this is now the third time. I'm not aware of this ever happening before, of contents of calls like this getting out.